Women seem to be ridiculed for almost everything that they do, and us as a patriarchal society, we have ingrained misogyny just built into us. And with the all-inclusive platform of TikTok that we all truly love, it illustrates that perfectly. Hey, it's Ray, and today we're going to be talking about how you guys literally just hate women. Misogyny, similar to racism, is something that is ingrained into all of us, whether we like it or not. Unless we take the time to learn about it and deconstruct the values that have been built and ingrained into our society, everyone still has a little bit of misogyny left in them. Today we're going to be looking at some TikToks that illustrate this perfectly, and we're going to be talking about the niche and underground singer called Ariana Grande. Yeah. It seems like everything that she does is ridiculed online, much like every other female celebrity to ever walk this earth ever. Her tan becomes think pieces, her hair becomes a topic of articles. And for those of you who don't know Ariana Grande lore, before we get into the TikToks, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of context. Recently, Ariana Grande has gone on her first tour after 6 years. And after a very big traumatic event happening at her last tour, this tour has become a big hit. I also went, and I'm going again soon. In her song Thank You Next, she lists all of her exes right at the beginning of the song. I don't want to get copyrighted by Ms. Grande herself, but I will sing it for you. So the beginning of the song goes, "Thought I'd end up with Sean, but he wasn't a match. Wrote some songs about Ricky, now I listen and laugh." Recently, Ariana Grande changed those lyrics to, "Wrote some songs about Ricky, I know he still got my back." Her ex-boyfriend, Ricky, actually showed up at the show when she was performing these lyrics changes. Now I think they are essentially confirmed to be back together, but alongside that we have had a lot of great content to digest, so let's just get right into it. She's glowing, the Ricky effect.
Oh my god, bro.
So when I first saw this, I was like, what the fuck? And obviously I went to the account, and the account is an Ariana Grande stan account, which I think is kind of interesting. And this illustrates my point immediately, where people's minds go to when a woman gets back into a relationship with a man. Automatically, her talent, her attractiveness, and the way she performs is credited to the man. Very little credit goes to her. In the show where she called out her ex-boyfriend Ricky, it happened to be her birthday, her 33rd birthday, and it was the first time on tour that she decided to hit a high note in her song Break Free. Now, as we've established the fact that a man was the reason that she decided to sing those high notes, and not because it might have been her 33rd birthday, we can go even deeper into the fact. Such as, she remembered who she was. She remembered who she was because the man that she dated was in the crowd. She remembered who she was because without him, she wasn't herself. Without him, she didn't know who she was. Without him, she was lost. Now, this is very ironic coming from fans of a girl who makes songs about having her own back. Especially in this song, Break Free, it is all about breaking free, doing your shit, and living your life, and saying no to what you want to say no to, and having your own autonomy as a woman. But no, actually, it's because of a man. It's because of a man. It's because a man came back into her life, and that's the reason why. Back in the day, Ariana Grande has even addressed this problem.
Because I'm not Big Sean's ex, I'm not Niall's possible new girl. I'm Ariana Grande, and if that's not interesting enough, don't talk to me.
That's good though.
And we're still, as a society, focused more on who she's sleeping with than the talent that she has. And obviously, me being me, I decided to dig a little bit deeper. And since I already get a lot of Ariana Grande content on my feed, I decided to go on Twitter to see what people are saying about the Ricky effect. It nauseates me even just talking about it. It's like actually kind of sick. And one of the tweets that I found actually kind of baffled me. Whether it is true or not, it doesn't matter, because the fact that people assume that this is how she is shows how the general public views women who get boyfriends and suddenly start to look better. It says, "I've always noticed that she changes her personality according to the boy's personality. So Ricky, please make her come back." It's difficult to find any type of Ariana Grande video without being exposed to the fact that people want her to look differently. People are constantly scrutinizing everything that she does, whether she's too tan, whether she's too pale. People were calling her Arigato Grande at some point, which I will admit is kind of funny. If you didn't know, this is a reupload, and the reason why I reuploaded it was because I wanted to include this section where I talk about Ariana Grande's AAVE and blackfishing era. This video is supposed to be super lighthearted, but I did critique the fact that people are critiquing Ariana Grande being too tan. Now, this was very insensitive of me, and I should have known better, but thanks to the commenters on the original upload, I realized that this is very insensitive. And Ariana Grande, I think during Seven Rings era, I wasn't a fan of her back then, was going through a blackfishing phase where black people actually coined the term Blackiana to, I think, make fun of her cosplaying as a black person. I did not mention this at all in this video, which is actually honestly crazy to me, but I do think that I don't have a place to speak on this topic, can fully give an opinion. So I think whenever it comes to celebrities blackfishing and going through a black era, please listen to black creators and black people and what they have to say about this, because Ariana Grande is not the only one, but she does have a really, really bad offense. She did it pretty brutally for a while.
I said, sing like that little white black girl that you are. That's what I said.
I find it very strange that people want this era of her back when it was clearly a very terrible, insensitive era for her. This is 110% Ariana Grande dick riding content, so I am biased. We know I like Ariana Grande. I was mainly using her as an example to illustrate the type of misogyny that a lot of female celebrities and just women go through on a day-to-day basis. Though I do think that this is a huge part of Ariana Grande's career that I simply glossed over. In my opinion, I do think that she has made up for it more than most celebrities, though I do think she should be held accountable for this era, definitely. But again, thank you guys for letting me know, and I would love for you guys to please tell me and educate me more in the comments and hold me accountable for my actions, because that's feminism. You guys are all feminists for that. No, I'm saying this lightheartedly, but I am truly sorry that I clearly was so fucking tone deaf. But anyway, if there's anything else that I missed, please let me know, and I will definitely consider it in my next video and be a lot more smarter, because I'm a little bit of a dumbass. I'm sorry guys, I love you guys, I love all of you. Thank you for commenting. Back to regular programming, bye-bye. But at the end of the day, it is misogyny. It is, and it shows how you guys treat and think about these celebrities, shows how you guys treat and think about women on a day-to-day basis. Along those same lines, I found some more tweets. This one says, "Oh my god, this weekend Ricky did her so much good. Look at that attitude, Jesus." Or maybe she's gotten comfortable being on stage after being out of stage for a long time, and again, did I mention it was her birthday? Maybe she wanted to outperform for herself because it was her 33rd birthday, spending her time on stage and with her fans, performing what she loves to perform and the music that she loves. Though this concept is lost to most people, and again is society markers to show what people really think about people in their day-to-day lives. In her past, she has gotten into countless scandals of people that she's gone with, things that she's done, but the most recent one was when she broke up the marriage of Ethan Slater, her co-star or co-actor in Wicked.
This kind of day couldn't get much better, but it keeps on trying.
And I found a video that actually perfectly illustrates exactly how I feel about that whole situation.
I hate to say this, but yeah, I'm an Ariana Grande apologist. I'm telling you, when she broke up that man's marriage, this shoulder went up, and I dropped him because I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. And I know this is wrong. And it's a pattern. Blah, blah, blah. But girl, she's so talented. I don't know. We got people do way worse things. Men do way worse things and they still get support.
Men do way worse things, and this is true. So many male celebrities have gotten away with so much while still garnering a fan base, and I think the person that I think about the first in my brain that pops up is Jeffree Star. Tell me why that man is still famous and people have just completely forgotten everything that he's done. There's celebrities like Chris Brown who are still extremely famous, though literally being an abuser. It's insane how little women get tolerated for versus how much men can get away with while still having a fan base and also not having any type of comments or messages about their wrongdoings being shoved in their face constantly with everything that they post and anything that their fans post. Now, the comments of this video are actually really funny and make a really, really good point. And this is genuinely the type of crash out that I be having when I see these kind of things. Chris Brown still has fans, so whatever. And Kanye West. He was going through stuff and was in a mental crisis. Hello? Why can men get away with everything? Because why? Because there's always an excuse. They're always babied, and there's always an excuse. Oh, they didn't know. Oh, he didn't know. Oh, he slapped a woman. Oh, he didn't know. He was angry. He was angry. He was angry. Oh, he's Nazi. He didn't know that. He didn't know that. Oh, you know that flag is racist. You know that flag is racist. He didn't know. That's so sad. Oh, I feel so bad for him. He just didn't know because he's just a little baby. This comment also illustrates a really good point and literally just took the words out of my mouth, but it says, also, she's one of the only public figures who speaks up about important issues. She's shown support for Palestine, provided voting registration resources online and in person at her shows, attended Black Lives Matter rallies, always been an LGBTQ ally. I don't care what she does in her personal life, she has made an incredible use of her platform. And that is true. When I went to the concert, at the beginning when you're waiting, it actually shows many resources. And in every different state, she has shown different organizations to support. But she has done so much and they post it on her Instagram all the time, all of the foundations that they are supporting and what you should support too. And that's more than most celebrities can say. Now, this double standard with male celebrities and female celebrities is everywhere. The reason that I actually wanted to make this video is because I saw this TikTok. Now, with that video of Wonyoung biting into a strawberry, it actually became viral. People were calling her a pick-me. People were saying that she was infantilizing herself. She was absolutely torn down for it. Recently, Son from ATEEZ did a very similar thing where he ate into, I don't know, strawberry fruit the same way, and the comments were noticeably different. Though I'm talking about celebrities, again, this is a very real problem. And now we can't talk about a video about K-pop idols and Ariana Grande if we're not going to address the elephant in the room, which is her extremely noticeable weight loss that she's had over the couple of years. Now, people choose to make this the butt of every joke. Now, most of her fans advocate for not even bringing it up, and any type of comment could potentially make her more sick. So the best thing is to just not comment on it at all. But apparently people just can't do that and instead make jokes about it, which obviously gonna do a lot of good for everyone around them, not just Ariana Grande, but the people who are actually consuming the content and the comments. The other day, I was just scrolling through TikTok, as I do, and I came across this video, and I thought it was actually really funny and cute, and I was about to send it to my boyfriend, and then I opened the comment section. To my surprise, I saw this with 700,000 likes. That is almost 1 million likes on this comment that says the cast of Wicked having lunch on a video that didn't even mention Ariana Grande or Cynthia Erivo or anything about Wicked. She is still the butt of the joke. And obviously, the pendulum is now swung back around to thinness being the ideal beauty standard. I actually didn't want to get into this in this video, but it was a little hard to ignore. Women's weight is used as a trend. Whether you have to be curvy, skinny, whatever, it is used to restrict women's autonomy and to control the way women think about themselves and to instill insecurity into women. And it's just genuinely just upsetting to see and very, very harmful for young girls, because the people who are consuming these types of jokes, they're not Ariana Grande. They're not these big celebrities who have management teams. They're the young girls who are consuming this content. And on a day-to-day, girls do go through this.
Ray, what are you doing right now?
Well, I'm getting ready, obviously.
You're going out like that?
Well, no.
Okay, well, just put on something cute and casual.
Let me
Like,
just go change.
don't overdo it, okay?
Okay, you happy now?
Pants and a t-shirt? That's so casual.
We're just going out for lunch.
Be more ladylike.
Okay.
Put on a dress or something.
Okay.
No.
I'm ready. I'm dressed. I'm cute. Let's
Nuh-uh, you are not going out like that.
My
Oh, now you're cursing?
God, I literally just...
That's really not ladylike of you. Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. Bruh. It feels like nothing a woman can do can ever be correct, because if they gain weight, they need to watch their diet. But if they're underweight due to probably societal standard and expectations, then they're the butt of the joke. No matter what a girl does, she will always get scrutinized by the general public. And that's why body trends are so harmful. Everyone in pop culture starts to look the same. When everyone were getting BBLs, girls were expected to have that type of body. And since I saw this type of content without even searching for it on a video of a popcorn, a meme, it's a little scary what type of effect this can have to growing girls. Getting this type of rhetoric drilled into your brain at a very young age is what causes misogyny in the first place. This is how these ideals are built into all of us, whether it is your family, whether it is your peers, or right now, social media. It's very dangerous and it's very harmful. It's just gonna make the problem worse. And the only thing I can think about saying to people who are in that position, who are young girls, who are looking at this type of content and looking at celebrities who are scrutinized like this, you need to remember that everything is based on the patriarchal society and system that we were born into. I have a little bit of a better video talking about this here, but it is really bad, and it's honestly getting worse. I think everything right now is going backwards. We are at a time where conservatism is being pushed, while people who are trying to fight against those ideals are being called the woke police and are being too woke or too cringe. We need to actively fight back, and the only way of doing that is by being ourselves, by not adhering to the beauty standard. It's by doing whatever that we want to do. It's already hard to be a woman, and it's even harder to like women celebrities, and then it's on top of that, even harder to see the things that people are saying about the celebrities that you like. On the other hand, though, I don't blame any of the people who are making these types of comments, because not to be like that, but most the day-to-day person is not aware of the fact that they have misogyny rooted inside them. And I can even notice it from people that I meet from in general, and even if they don't mean any harm, if they're not misogynists, they have these types of ideals ingrained into their brain, and it's really hard to fight off unless you actually find it in yourself to learn about these constructs that were built for us and into us and ingrained into us. And the word feminist in itself is a scary woke word, and performative men read feminism books, and you shouldn't do that because you're going to be performative. Just pick up a book every now and again. Learn something new. If things like this bother you and if you notice them, learn about them and learn the history of them. this has been bothering me for a while. This is a very different video than what I usually make, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have noticed my absence, I have been really sick for the past month and I've been trying to regain my health. So that's the lack of posting. But a little update for this channel, I will be moving a lot of my lifestyle and makeup content into a second channel. I want to divide my content a little bit more. I want to divide it into more commentary and of course fashion content. I'm going to keep unrxybxnny, but if anybody wants makeup videos and vlogs, they will be on my second channel, which you can find right here and also in my description if you want to follow it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have seen similar things with different celebrities. Comment the Ray effect. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time.